Welcome back to Old War Stories with Uncle Jay. Here's an odd one just sitting at the computer. I figure I'll record this while I'm waiting for another video to render. This is actually a new war story that just happened recently entitled, If You're Gonna Beg, You Should Look the Part. Whiff and I were out and we decided to go to Lidl or Lidl or Lidl or whatever you want to call it. They're all wrong. We had to go there for something, so we did. And we went in, just a regular day, nothing special. Everything's just going along just fine. And we go around the store, we find what we need, and now we go to leave. We pay for everything, we walk out, and there's music in the parking lot, and it was odd. It was odd sounding music, something you don't come across every day. Looked around, and there's a guy standing on the corner playing the accordion. All right. Well, sort of like a street performer type thing, but he was doing it in this parking lot. Now, I guess he hasn't been caught yet. I don't know if he's allowed to do that. But anyway, he found a nice little spot there and he had some music playing. So he had something with power and he was playing along with it with the accordion. I couldn't recognize the song or anything like that. But he wasn't bad. He certainly accompanied the music with his accordion quite well. So I said, all right, we'll see. Let's leave the parking lot going past this guy. Now, I wasn't going to be putting any money into his little suitcase or whatever he's got there, certainly. Um, it's also kind of disrespectful to do that from your car. You might miss and hit him, maybe. But anyway, that was the spot that he chose. All right, no big deal. So I go past and he's got a sign, need money for groceries, something like that. So let's think about this, okay? This guy needs money for groceries. He's dressed normally. In other words, his clothes weren't ripped and tattered. He had an accordion. Now, last I checked, those things aren't cheap. I don't know what they cost, but a lot of money. It's also not the kind of thing you're going to just find thrown out. Could he have borrowed it from someone? Maybe. I don't know. But even so, things weren't adding up here. There is a stop sign where this guy is. So you're supposed to stop there. So I did, as I'm supposed to. And I looked over, and in tow, so to speak, as they say, there was a little concrete area there. And he had two little chairs. And in the little chairs were his two little kids. So now things are adding up. Needs money for groceries. There's his kids. Right. Yeah, I get it. So a few questions came to my mind. One was, how did he possibly afford the accordion? And secondly, if he's got this other music playing, he's got some sort of power source somewhere, or maybe a blueteeth speaker or something. I don't know exactly what. He's got something. And then the kids are sitting there in chairs. Now, if that were me and that was my father, we wouldn't have chairs. We would have to either sit on the ground or just fucking stand. And I look over, and each kid is on a cell phone. So I had the windows rolled down. I said, I don't fucking think so. No way. Not when your kids are on fucking phones. Now, granted, yeah, there are government programs that provide cell phones to those less fortunate. Yeah. All right. Guess what? I haven't had a job because I'm retired, but I don't qualify for that because we make too much money otherwise. The government also gives you free internet or very reduced cost internet service, but we don't qualify for that either because we make too much. I highly doubt that this guy who can afford some sort of power source and or blueteeth speaker or whatever he had, chairs for the kids and phones for the kids with service, that this guy did not need the money and he was doing this merely to pass the time. Was he between jobs? It was what, a Tuesday or something? No, I think he probably makes a decent enough living preying on people like that that are too dumb to realize the obvious. I was rather surprised, just as the last thing to say, that I saw this time of year, which is summertime. What I often do find online, especially around Christmas, is a lot of people start putting up sob stories. Oh, my father is sick. My father has cancer. My mother is dying. She has sickle cell anemia. I don't know what the fuck. I'm just making things up. You know, whatever the fuck it is, they make up these fucking diseases, make it sound plausible, put a picture of some random guy, some random lady you've never seen, and bingo bango, they're getting money rolling in on Go Fuck Me when this person does not exist in their life. And they simply found this, or maybe that person is dead, just a random thing they found. I don't know. Maybe it's even AI generated, the picture anyway, that looks pretty damn real. And people are in the giving sort of mood that time of year, and they fall for this shit. If I'm going to give money to charity of any kind, whether it's directly to a person or to an actual organization, I need to know all of the details first. I stress that you do the same because there's a lot of scumbags out there like this guy. Anyway, this one I just sort of had to get off my chest. Thanks so much for watching. That's going to wrap this one up, this one-off one up. We'll have more old war stories in the future. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.